This episode of State of the State Parks is sponsored by audiobooks.com. State of the State Parks listeners get their first month free and not one, but 3 free books. Thinking about making a switch? Go to audiobooks.com/SOSP and click to join. Okay, I'm starting the recording. We're getting into the car. Okay. Okay. All right.
Very exciting.
Very exciting day. All right, so we're back in the car.
We just wrapped up the beach cleanup.
Down here at Bolsa Chica State Beach, we joined up with a bunch of different people. Who did we meet up with, Mo?
Well, we were there with our Naturalist course people, but we were also there with an entire group of people. It was a statewide event called the Trasher Hunt.
We met up with Kenneth and Lauren, our instructors, and also one of our classmates.
Gabby.
The state parks were there. The Bolsa Chica Conservancy was there. The OC Coast Keepers were there. From what we heard, there were over 300 people there.
There were a lot of people there. We hit the beach first before all those kids arrived on the bus.
Oh, right. Yeah, those kids showed up and so they gave us all safety vests, which was pretty awesome.
Funny.
You guys are definitely going to see some photos of us on our website of us in our safety vests going around and picking up trash.
Tiny little vests.
But those kids showed up and Mo and I both kind of looked at each other like, oh, we better hit this beach or there's going to be no trash left. And so we hit it and we actually met up with a new friend.
Someone who completed this Naturalist course in the last cohort, and her name was Erin, and she was very cool.
Erin, she spells her name the normal way, not AA run or anything like that.
No AA rounds here.
Yeah, we got safety vests, we got wrappers and gloves and a bag.
We were with Erin, and we spent most of the day walking up and down the beach with her, getting our trash, but we were tagging all these interesting shells and all sorts of other organisms or kelp or
We're
seaweed
definitely going to upload
found.
some of that. We found a cool seaweed. It was like a green furry seaweed thing. So at the end of the day, we actually came up to the state parks table and we were trying to give away our card and try to promote our podcast. And there was a young guy there who actually worked for the state parks and he knew about us. He had actually seen our card in the Bolsa Chica ticket booth as you come onto the state beach because we actually stayed in Bolsa Chica State Beach a couple months ago, and that's a future episode. Stay tuned. Back in the car. Hello, all my wonderful wetland wanderers. Welcome to the State of the State Parks podcast. I'm Chris.
Hello, everyone out there in the world. I'm Mo, and today we bring you an update number 2 about our California Naturalist course that we're taking at the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve.
We've had quite an exciting couple of weeks digging into this California Naturalist program. Each week we've had a different chapter of the California Naturalist book to read, and boy are we just drinking in this wonderful knowledge. Chapters 2, 3, and 8 are in the books.
We have had 3 field trips since we spoke to you last. We participated in a beach cleanup that you should have heard us do a wrap-up of at the beginning of this episode. The major Trasher event that took place up and down the coast of the Pacific. We had so much fun.
We took a nature walk around the Mesa Trail and then the Pocket Loop with a volunteer and graduate of this naturalist program, Paige. She blew our minds with the historical and tidal information, and the bird sightings were awesome. We've been here before, so we were able to show some pics of the great blue herons we saw nesting here earlier this year. Let's post those to our website, Mo.
Ooh, great idea, Chris. We also just took a tide pool walk this Saturday, but I can't tell you about it because we will be talking about that on our next episode.
Ooh, that's a good call. We're already having such an amazing time. Our little nature brains are being engaged. Okay, let's catch up with us as we wait for our new friend and classmate Stephanie to pick us up for school.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
It's 8:03. It's September 27th. It's Saturday. We're very excited.
We're getting picked up by one of our classmates.
Stephanie.
Stephanie, what's up?
She's a local Orange resident.
Nice, yeah. So we're headed down to Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve, where our classes are at. and we're going to be doing a nature walk outside. We're not really sure what we're going to be seeing. We've actually been there before, so we kind of what am I talking about? We know what we're going to be seeing.
It sounds like we're being led by a former cohort member called Paige, so we're very excited, and we'll see what's up.
We've been told to download iNaturalist and Merlin Bird ID and the Seek app, which I don't know if you know us. We live by those things already. It's a wonderful day. We're waiting for our ride. Next time you talk to us,
we will have done this. Ooh, hey, Chris. Check this out.
Wait, what am I looking at here?
You've seen this one before.
Is that what I think it is?
Yup.
Oh, it's our new Patreon page with 3 fun tiers to join.
More state-of-the-state parks action?
Yup.
Where can they sign up?
www.patreon.com/stateofthestateparks.
Whoa, cool.
during our Naturalist class, Patreon members will receive behind-the-scenes pictures and videos. Feeling like you're not getting enough of Chris and Moe? Join our Patreon today.
Hi, everyone. Oh, my goodness. We just wrapped up. We just got home. We had a ride with our friend Stephanie.
Shout out to Stephanie. Great
Shout
ride.
out Stephanie. We just had an awesome interpretive walk around the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve with Paige.
Paige was a cohort attendee from the last round, and Paige gave us a whole bunch of cool insights about Bolsa Chica and about the wetlands, about the tides.
She's a real big fan of the tides. Shout out to the tides.
Shout out to the tides.
They come in, they go out. Twice a day, I hear.
We saw some really cool birds. We saw some great egrets, some snowy egrets.
Osprey.
An osprey.
We saw sea turtles.
A red-tailed hawk.
Kestrel.
We saw an American kestrel.
We saw a bunch of gulls.
We saw some new gulls that we're going to have to upload. What was the gull that we saw that was so cool?
I will tell you right now because I took a picture. Oh, tumor stem gall midge.
Tumor stem gall midge. You know what we should do about that? We should do a Moe's Gall Corner. We're losing our minds.
It's so cool.
We're losing our minds.
We are losing our minds.
Moe's Gall Corner!
Tumor stem gall midge. This is our very first time seeing this gall midge. We were blown away by the sheer size. We got to introduce our entire cohort to our obsession of the gull world. I'm not sure if you all know yet, but we are galliacs. This midge induces soft, fleshy polythalamus, that means many-chambered stem galls on four-winged saltbush, Atriplex canescens. These large, sometimes potato-shaped galls measure from 7 to 15 millimeters in diameter and up to 50 millimeters long. Although the surface of the galls is relatively smooth and shiny, there are randomly scattered shallow pits and whitish blotches. This gall seems to do something interesting we've never heard of before. The larval chambers are lined with a white fungus, but because these chamber walls lack the typical nutritive layer characteristic of other wasp galls, it is thought that the larvae of all of this species, as well as some other generic groups, feed on the fungus or fungal byproducts. While this relationship seems to be obligatory, it's not yet clear how the fungus is transported to the new galls. It was really fun to find this along the trail and have this new find with our cohort friends and Paige.
We're losing our minds.
It's so cool.
We're losing our minds.
We are losing our minds.
Moe's Gall Corner!
Hi everyone, good evening. It's about 8:05 Thursday night and we just got out of our second online Naturalist course.
Yeah, it was a Zoom course, and we started talking about Chapter
8, and it's all about...
Chapter 8. It was all about interpretation in the capstone projects.
So interpretation is what we will be doing when we are California naturalists. As we're leading hikes, we will be interpreting the wild and natural world for you, the public.
That's a wonderful way to say it, Mo.
Yeah. They basically talked about naturalists possess the knowledge that is useful for educating the public, aiding planners and policymakers, community science, connecting people to nature, and we are the bridge between science and the public.
We met some people that were part of the cohort last round, including Aaron, who we met on the beach cleanup. And the both of them, Erin and Claire was the other girl's name, they showed us what their capstone project was last year. Claire had a brown pelican that she had made out of trash. We'll go ahead and upload that picture onto our website.
And it's all trash that she personally collected at the beach.
Totally. And then Erin actually did a pamphlet of native plants that you can actually pick up at the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve.
But it's native plants for your backyard. She got really inspired by the idea of native planting, and she thought people might want a little easy to digest info, so she created this like very cute, like a trifold brochure with like very cute imagery and information on it. And we're gonna go pick one up the next time we're at the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve.
Find more pics from our Naturalist course at thestateofthestateparks.com under the Galleries tab, Season 2. What else did we pick up on that interpretation chapter?
Oh, we had a breakout room where we all talked about a favorite interpreter of ours that if we had been on a hike, or a teacher of ours when we were young, somebody that had really done something that had displayed a moment that had stuck in our minds.
And if you remember back in Season 1 of our podcast, when we went to Henry Cowell State Park, we met Linda and Maureen. And this might be a good time to drop in a little bonus footage from that episode where we learned about carbon sequestration.
So I'm going to share with you what I love to share about redwoods. Redwood trees individually hold 40% more carbon than any other tree in the world. One redwood tree, a big redwood tree, will do the same work as 250 regular smaller trees. Now some of that's just because of their size. These things get massive. They live for close to 3,000 years. They can get 300 to 400 feet tall. They can get 20 feet wide. And so they're going to lock that carbon up until we cut it and burn it. Even if we cut it and leave it, it's not releasing that carbon. It is, but it's really slow. Somebody asked me last week when I was doing this, well, what about the Amazon? Well, the Amazon, first of all, those trees don't live very long. So they're holding carbon, dying, releasing the carbon, right? What they really do is they do a great job for oxygen. They're releasing a lot of oxygen. So it's not that the redwood forest is doing more work than those, it's that each individual tree and an acre of redwoods is doing more work than any other tree. In fact, 1 acre of old-growth redwoods is equivalent to taking 700 cars off the road in 1 year.
700 cars.
And 1 acre, now remember I've got 1.5 million acres of second growth. 1 acre of second growth is 270 cars every year. So imagine what 1.5 million acres is doing for us. So these trees are super important for sequestering carbon and helping with climate change, and why we think that they're super important for us to respect, to preserve, and to make sure that they're here for generations to come. So that's my little speech on carbon sequestration.
Yeah.
My second favorite topic.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying these amazing redwood big tree facts? Make sure to catch our Upstate Cali episodes, Season 1, episodes 10, 11, and 12.
Episode 2 of our CalNat course down. We are a little under a month into our work, and we are absolutely loving all of it.
Super excited for our next chapter. We're going to talk about animals, and then our next field trip.
OMG. We are so excited to go tide pooling in Crystal Cove. You guys remember Crystal Cove, don't you? It's Season 1, Episode 1.
Yes, we have been to Crystal Cove, but we have never been tide pooling there. In fact, we've never been on an organized tide pooling expedition before.
We dabbled in tide pooling a little down in Laguna Beach many eons ago with my cousin Katie and Maddie back in the day.
Does everyone know what we mean when we say tide pooling?
More on this soon. Bye! Back in the car.
Is a healing modality.
This episode of State of the State Parks is brought to you by audiobooks.com. State of the State Parks listeners get their first month free and not 1 but 3 free books. Thinking about making a switch? Go to our website, stateofthestateparks.com, and click the link.